Yo, what is up, everyone? We're here with the first Anaheim Ducks franchise mode. This is the first season of 8. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So for our lines, we have Mason McTavish, Trevor Zegras, Troy Terry on the first line. Then we have Frank Vetrano, Ryan Strome, and Alex Killhorn on the second. Then we have Isaac Lindstrom, Leo Carlson, and Jacob Silverberg on the third line. And then we have Brett Lesson, Bennett Oliver, and Brock McGinn. The defense, we have Cam Fowler and Radko Gudas on the first line. Then we have Gustav Lindstrom and Pavel Mintyukov on the second. Then we have Colton White and Yo Vakaninen. I'll go with that. And then goaltending, we have John Gibson and Lucas Distal. So what I think I'll start doing is trade away Alex Killorn and Jacob, because Jacob's on a $5.2 million contract and he's an 80 overall. And I'm going to trade Alex Killorn, because he's on a $6.2 million contract and he's an 84 overall. And then depending on it, because we do have Max Jones in the minors, which is a $1.2 contract in the minors. So some people might think it's stupid, but I'm trading Alex Killorn, Jacob Silverberg, a 7th, a 3rd, and a 4th over to Washington for Alexander Ovechkin. I'm hoping this works. People might think, well, why am I doing it? Because we could probably get an amazing year out of Ovechkin. So let's see what they say. They're not too thrilled, but probably could do something. So if we turn that 7th into a 5th, trade the 5th round pick that ironically we traded them for Sam Carrier and Hronek. They say no to that. So what if we offer a 4th? So it's 2 fourths. What if we possibly do like $1 million retained on Killhorn's contract? We'd have more than 3 people having a contract extended. So what if we go down just a tad bit, like a couple of years, and do a 3rd? Come on. Do 2 thirds. Or 3 thirds, sorry. Do a 2028 third. And they accept. So I didn't really make any of the changes. I just let the AI coach do his things, but I sort of like it. And the only changes, well, there's a lot of changes, which I'm not going to go through them all. I'll go through the top 6, but Alexander Ovechkin is on the first line. And Leo Carlson's on the left wing, as Mason McTavish is on the center now. On the second line, too. I'm trying to trade away, what's his name? Radko Gudas. How am I, I thought Rasmus Sundin was 26. Bro, I swear this man was in the league for so many years. And just to find out now, he's 23? Bro, I swear this man's been in the league for 10 years. Or whatever. Bro, I must be on something, and apparently it's doing something to me. Okay, I'm gonna hope this works. Radko Gudas, a 2nd and a 7th, over to Seattle for Adam Larson. Because Adam Larson's an 85 overall, as Radko Gudas is an 82 overall, and they're the same contract. So they say no. Look at the trade block. And what if I offer a 2027 4th? And they accept. Okay, I'm hoping to do this. Max Jones, Brock McGinn, Dmitry Voronkov, this guy just to make contracts align, and a 7th round pick. They say no. We give her to the 7th, and they accept. See if this will go through, but Ross Johnston, Cam Fowler for. Well, what's this first name? Oh, Callan. Right now I'm sort of blanking a lot, so Callan Addison, and hopefully Vanacek. And they accept. I'm hoping this goes through. I'm offering John Gibson, 2 AHL guys, and the Edmonton Oilers first. For Devin Levi, JJ Paterka, Jack Quinn. I believe it's Jack. Yeah, Jack Quinn, and Samuelson. Mathis Samuelson. Hopefully, I was thinking that because the value is on their side. So if I go to this screen, let's offer 2029 second, and they accept. I have no idea if it'll go through, but I'm just getting rid of players that I don't need. So I'm offering a lot of AHL guys and some rookie over to Carolina for Cocky and Amy. They say no. So if we get rid of that rookie and put in like next year's 7th, they still say no. What if I just hit the bullet and say 4th rounder? No. I mean, it's on our side, so. So they wouldn't take a 4th. So what if we go down a little bit to 2029 for a 3rd? No, we get rid of one of the guys and offer them 2026 7th. They still say no. They don't want to get rid of Cocky and Emmy. What if we just offer 2028 4th? They're totally unwilling to do it. So 2/3. Just do 2/3. 2026 3rd. And they'll accept it. Offering Tristan Louis and a 5th over to the Blue Jackets for Adam Bukvist. I say it Bukvist. People say it differently. And also Jake Bean. I need a bottom pair spot, and these two, Boonquist and Bean, would be perfect. And Tristan, for me, in all the simulations I've done, he's only gotten up to like an 82. So he has a lot of potential now. So if I can get him now, get these two now, I should be good. They're saying I'm not barking up the wrong tree, so offer them a 2026 7th, and there we go, they accept. So this team's changed a lot. I'm going to count. So we have Trevor Zegras, Troy Terry, Ryan Strome, Mason McTavish, Leo Carlson, Frank Vertrano, and Isaac Lindstrom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on the forward core that have stayed. And I don't even need to count. One player on the forward or on the defense has stayed. And then goaltending, one player has stayed. So out of that, 9 players out of the 18, 20 that play are from the original team. But as we have now, Alexander Ovechkin, Trevor Zegras, Troy Terry on the first. Then Ryan Strome, Mason McTavish, and Jack Quinn on the second. Then Leo Carlson, Jasper Kakinanami, and Frank Vertrano on the third. Then JJ Paterka, Isaac Lindstrom, and Dmitry Voronkov on the fourth. And I didn't even think, I would have thought Jake Bean would have been on the third line, but he's on the first. So Jake Bean is alongside Adam Larson. Then it's Adam Bjornquist, and Pavel Mintikov, and Samuelson and Kalen Addison. Vanacek and Lucas Dostal on goaltending. And if you're wondering, Devin Levi is in the minors. I'm hoping this goes through, but just some AHL guys. This AHL guy just to have contracts aligned. And Vancouver second, not likely going to go through. Yeah, I thought so. But everyone knows that if you add a seventh, it's likely to go through. What if we go 2 seconds? And just, if you guys are wondering, if you hear any weird noises, my window is open and that's the animals outside. So they said no. So, I will be willing to do 2025 fifth. It's not likely going to go through. They should accept the fourth, right? No. So then what I'll just do is... They obviously would not accept that, but hopefully should accept the fifth. And they accept. You never know, and I'm just going to do Alex Stolark, the guy we just picked up from Chicago. And this guy that's just 70, that's a rookie. Hopefully to get a third. They say no. Like, you never know if you don't try. So what if we try to get a fourth? They say no. What if we try to get another fifth? And they accept. So long. So I haven't gone through to see. Addison needs a contract but doesn't want to have one right now. Bean would like to have one. Lindstrom would like to have one. And Vaakanainen would like one. So we'll start off with Bean. Bean wants 4.4 for the next 8 years. But we don't need 8 years, we need 7. We could do like a 3-8 for him. Do like a 3-8 for Bean. Lindstrom, for next 7 years, he wants actually more. So, I'm just going to go with that. And I wonder if I could do 1.1 for Lindstrom. And Vaakanen, I'll do like 3 years with you for like 1 million. And goaltenders, let's just go to wants extensions and a lot of AHL guys. Lacombe, I know you're going to come up one of these days, so if you do like 1.1, that would be pretty good. Nino, I believe is your name. You want... Yeah, I'll do 9.5 for 3 years. And I'll sign everyone else just off camera and see if everyone accepts. Nick says yes to his contract. Isaac says no. Jackson says no. Eero says no. Jake does say yes, so that's good. That's one. Braden says yes. Pavel says yes. Nikita says yes. Okay. So we just need to sign Isaac and a couple others. Isaac, Vaakanen, and Jackson. So he's still wanting that. So what if I just give Isaac 1.350? Eero, I said I'd do like 3 years with you. So what if I just did like 1.2? And Jackson, What if I do like half with you and do 1.250? So Isaac says yes, Jackson still says no, and Vakanen says yes. Hunting 2 million now. So maybe with the 2 million he'll take just a straight $2 million contract. He's in. And Jackson will just have to wait for an extension. We're gonna sim to the trade deadline. So right now we are out of a playoff spot. But if we upgrade this team just a tad bit more, I think we will. Because we're only 10 points away from the Oilers, which are first. But with that, in our division, the Oilers are first, Seattle second, Vegas is third, San Jose's fourth, which we know it's EA, so their simulations are garbage. Vancouver is fifth, Los Angeles is sixth, we are seventh, and Calgary is fifth. The whole league, we have Washington, New Jersey, Edmonton, Detroit, Seattle, Colorado, New York, Vegas, San Jose, and Tampa Bay. Worst, we have Calgary, Ottawa, Arizona, Columbus, Philadelphia, Montreal, Boston, Pittsburgh, Chicago, St. Louis, and Dallas. So goals for per game. Worst is Ottawa, Pittsburgh, Calgary. Best is Colorado, Vancouver, Edmonton. Goals against per game. Worst is Montreal, Chicago, Columbus. Best is Vegas, Seattle, New Jersey. How that first line. Everyone on that first line is a point per game right now. So Alexander Ovechkin has 77 points. Trevor Zegras and Troy Terry have 69. JJ Peterka has 37. Vanacek has 35. McTavish, 34. Jake Bean and Ryan Strome, 26. Jack Quinn with 25. Kakianami, Addison having 23. Bonquist, Carlson having 20. Lindstrom, Mintikov having 15. Vronkov with 13. Samuelson with 11. Adam Larson with 10. That is everyone. Then goals, or goaltenders. We have Vanacek, which is not putting the best numbers up, but they're alright. With a 23-17 and 2 record, 3 shutouts, a 903 and a 3.21. Dostal is a 10-9 and 2 record, 1 shutout, a 901 and a 309. In the league, we have Kirill Kaprizov with 87 points, Connor McDavid and Patrick Kane with 84, Leon Draisaitl with 80, Nathan McKinnon and Brock Besser with 78, Alexander Ovechkin with 77, JT Miller with 76, Mats Zuccarello, Elias Pettersson having 75 to round out your top 10 in points. Then for goals, Connor McDavid with 44. Then Patrick Laine with 43. Timo Meier, Nathan McKinnon, and Austin Matthews having 37. Then Kaprizov, Caulfield, and Patrick Kane having 36. Then Kucherov having 35. Ovechkin having 34. Round out your top 10 in goals. Then for defensemen, Cale Makar has 64. Rasmus Dahlin with 60. Quinn Hughes with 59. Victor Hedman with 57. Erik Karlsson with 56. Dougie Hamilton with 53. John Carlson and Cam Fowler with 51, which apparently that trade backfired. Josh Morrissey having 50, Drew Doughty having 49, round out your top 10 in defensemen. Now for goalies, Stuart Skinner and Elias Sorokin having 32, Ville Husso, Kemper, and Vasilevsky having 31, Allen and Talbot having 30, then Saros, Bennington having 29, then Mackenzie Blackwood, Hellebuck, Aiden Hill having 28 to round out your top 10 in wins. Then shutouts, we have Grubauer and Hill and Skinner and Allen having 5. Then Shesterkin, Terry, and Ingram having 4. Then save percentage for starter is Aiden Hill and Grubauer with a 9.26. Then behind them is Allen with a 9.22. Goals against for starter is Aiden Hill with a 2.24. Then Grubauer with a 2.33. Then looks like Allen with a 2.96. Or a 2.9 or 2.62, sorry. Then rookie skaters. It looks like Connor Bedard with 72 points, Logan Cooley with 47, Marco Rossi and Fantilli having 40, Benson with 38, Luke Evangelista, I think I actually said it right this time, with 37, Matthew Knives with 31, Connor Zary, or Zari, however you want to say it, with 30, Ty Cartier with 29, Kevin Korchinski with 26 to round out your top 10 in rookie skaters. So this should go through, hopefully. We have Lindstrom, a 6th and a 5th. Going over to Tampa for Nick Paul. Nicholas Paul? Nick Paul? However you want to say it, because I've heard people say Nicholas. So, they say no. What if we offer... Go into here, offer a 2027 7th. They're saying sort of. Go in and give them a 2027 6th. And they accept. Columbus just offered us this. Our first, whoever this guy is, for Damian Seversov, and a 3rd and a 4th. Can we get rid of the rookie? And they just, I think this might go through, but Voronkov, a 7th and a 7th, over to the Sharks for Alexander Barabanov. Hopefully they accept. I possibly could do it with just 1 7th. They say they're fine with what they're coughing up, so what if we add another 7th? Okay, I thought just the 2 7ths would have worked, so, and they accept. Changes happened to the forward core, which I sort of don't mind, and I didn't really check too much. That doesn't really give us anything. So Nick Paul's on the 3rd. Barabanov is on the 4th line, which he is $2 million on the 4th line, but whatever. This team looks pretty good, and Damian Seversev is 1st line, and we brought Mitikov up to the 2nd, I believe it was, or he was on the 2nd before, and Samuelson on the 3rd because it gives Addison and him a 3 overall boost, and with Jake Bean, it just gives them a minus. So I think I'll keep Jake Bean just because of the fact of Damian is like 29 and Adam Larson is 31. So now Addison wants a contract, and if I could do like just $3 million, that wouldn't be bad for Addison. Barabanov, he wants a contract, and it's $5 million. I think I'll wait on him. Then wants extensions. It looks like Jackson does not, well, probably just because of the fact he doesn't want one. But I'll just give everyone here a contract, and I'll just meet back with you guys. So Ben Myers says yes to his. Bennett Oliver says no. Brent, no. Leeson says no, sorry. Gustav Lindstrom says no. Kellen? Aiden, or Addison, wow. I'm just going to say Addison from now on says yes. Ben King says yes. Sundiv Vic says yes. So it looks like we still need to sign a couple guys. So Bennett Oliver says yes. Brent Leeson says yes. Gustav says yes. So we're going to sim to the end of the season. Hope we do get a playoff spot because we traded away the Oilers pick, which wouldn't be anything because they're first, and our picks. So hopefully we do make the playoffs, which doesn't look like we will. Are you serious? We're not. Like, we need to win every single game. Come on. We need to win every single game. And I still don't even think we're going to make it. No, we're not. Oh my god, we didn't make the playoffs, and we had, like, this good of a team. Wow. The playoffs, as I just said, but in our league, it was Edmonton first, Seattle second, Vegas, San Jose, Vancouver, Los Angeles, Anaheim, and Calgary. Entire league, New Jersey, Washington, Edmonton, Seattle, Vegas, New York, Detroit, San Jose, Tampa, and Carolina. Worst teams is Calgary, Ottawa, Montreal, Arizona, Boston, Columbus, St. Louis, Chicago, Nashville, Philadelphia, and Toronto. So it looks like we were like mid-packs or 18th. So it's not going to be a good pick, but it's not going to be a bad pick. Goals for per game, worst was Pittsburgh, Calgary, and Arizona. Best was Vancouver, Colorado, Edmonton. Goals against per game, worst was Montreal, Columbus, Nashville. Best was Vegas, Seattle, New Jersey. Our first 100-point getter ever since the Teemu Selanne days? I believe that's like the last time someone on the Anaheim Ducks got 100 points, like Teemu Selanne. But Alexander Ovechkin gets 100 points. Troy Terry gets 93. Zegras gets 84. Alexander Barabanov has 53. How many did he have with us? So he had 4 points with us because he was probably on the fourth line. That's probably because of it. Vanacek has 49. JJ Peterka, 48. Nick Paul, 47. How many did he have with us? He had 7. So basically almost half. I say that, and like 8. If you got 8 points, that would have been, yeah, almost. I don't know what I'm talking about. 8 points would have been like 16 points. Then Mason McTavish, 45, which it looks like that third line or whatever was not it. Mason McTavish with a minus 33. Then Ryan Strome with 35. Jack Quinn with 33. Jasper Kotkaniemi with 29. Addison with 27. Bjornquist with 25. Leo Carlson with 25. Damian Seversiv, how many points did he have? He had 9 points. Okay, not bad. Then Pavel Mintyukov, Adam Larson with 16, Samuelson with 12. Okay. Then for goaltenders, Vanacek sort of let us down, but I believe next season we're going to let him go because who did we trade for? Devin Levi will probably come up. So Vanacek had a 28, 29, or 26, 2 record, 4 shutouts, a 902, and a 321. What a coincidence. Then Dostal had a 15, 10, and 2 record, 2 shutouts, a 910, and a 277. And for points, Nathan McKinnon had 104. Kaprizov had 103. Then Nikita Kucherov had 102. Then Ovechkin and Leon Draisaitl tied at 100. Then McDavid and Rantanen having 99. Then Patrick Kane, Jack Hughes having 97. Then Connor Bedard having 95. to round out your top 10 in points. Goals was Patrick Laine. Wow. At a 85 overall, getting 55 points, or goals. Connor McDavid with 52. Nathan McKinnon with 49. Cole Caulfield with 48. Ovechkin and Kyle Connor, having 47. Austin Matthews with 46. Timo Meier with 44. Connor Bedard, Mikko Rantanen having 42 to round out your top 10 in goals. Then for defensemen, we have Cale Makar having 80 points. Then Erik Karlsson with 79. John Carlson and Quinn Hughes having 75. Rasmus Dahlin with 71. Cam Fowler with 70. Victor Hedman with 68. Dougie Hamilton with 67. Josh Morrissey with 66. Roman Josi having 63 to round out your top 10 in defensemen. So then everyone in the league, Stuart Skinner had the most wins with 42. Then Darcy Kemper and Vasilevsky with 41. Hellebuck with 40. Aiden Hill with 29, tied with Sorokin and Husso. Then Jake Allen, Thatcher Demko had 38. Then Cam Talbot, Mackenzie Blackwood, Jordan Bennington had 37 to round out your top 10 in wins. Shutouts is Shesterkin with 6. Skinner, Allen, Samsonov, Hill, and Grubauer having 5. And then just checking for 4s. There's a couple, so I'll say 4s. Jari, Hill, Anderson, which has came back, which is good from that blood clot. Hill and Vanacek having 4. Then save percentage for starter is Allen with a 923. Then Grubauer having a 921. And Hill having a 918. Then goals against average was Hill having a 2.48. Jake Allen with a 2.56. And tied with Grubauer to have your goals against average. Surprise, Connor Bedard is most likely getting the Calder with 95 points. Then Marco Rossi having 56. Logan Cooley with 54. Adam Fantilli with 50. Matthew Nyes with 45. Luke Evangelista having 44. Connor Zary with 42. Zach Benson. Kevin Korchinski having 38. Then Ridley Gregg having 36 to round out your top 10 in defensemen. Or not defensemen, rookies. For 9, the playoffs, we're going to sim to the draft, do the draft, show you the awards, and I'll show you everyone that's retiring. So the draft lottery is Nashville, Ottawa, Calgary, Montreal, Arizona, Detroit, Visa, Boston, Columbus, St. Louis, Chicago, Philadelphia, Toronto, San Jose, Visa, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Dallas, Columbus, Visa Us, and Los Angeles. So for everyone retiring, we have Eric Stahl, Nicholas Backstrom, Shea Weber, Derek Brassard, Brent Seabrook, Alexander Edler, Anton Stallman, Trevor Lewis, some guys that just play in the Europe League, Leo, Jordy Ben, Ryan Reeves, and that's all then for goalies. No one retired for goalies, except this. Troy Terry, a first, and a first, for Nashville's first overall pick in Sherwood. No way. They accepted it. You might be wondering, well, why did you trade for the pick? Because first overall player is a franchise medium player. He will grow bigger than Troy Terry ever will. And I'm going to put him on the first line. So the second pick I have in this draft is Carter Yakimichuk. Hopefully he is elite medium. He's a top 4D, not bad. With my third selection, are you kidding me? Bro. I mean, now it doesn't matter. Now I know he's a top 6D, but I was going to get Lavoie. Dang. So who's the next person on this list? It looks like it's Noah Val. He is going to grow to an amazing player. I have a different thing, so now he's not a fringe starter. He is a starter, most likely. And he's starter medium. Now we have the 79th pick. We can go in and pick Sam O'Reilly. Hopefully he's a top 6 forward. He's a top 9. I was really hoping he was going to be top 6. So now with my next pick, we are going to pick up Emil Vinny, which will be a starter. He's a fringe starter. Now the final pick that I have, well, not the final pick I have, but the last one that I will do is Jesus Cylinder. Hopefully, starter. And he's a backup. So I'm looking here to see what the best trade to do for our 2 5th-rounders. And it's probably the Dallas Stars second for next year. Now, Baron Bonov is an 85 overall, wanting $5 million. It is not that bad. There's probably free agents that I can put on the first line. Or, as I have gotten, the franchise medium player. That's either we just get someone in free agency and then we put this guy in the lineup 3 years down the line. So, just to save time because this video is going to be so long, but we offered Jackson Lacombe $2.6 million and he accepts. There's Patty Kane here. Do we risk it? That's the thing. Do we risk it? On one hand, it would be perfect, but he's only probably going to be like a 1 or 2 year thing. Then we could probably get Elias Lindholm, but 10 million's quite a bit. You know? Like, let's just do right wings. Like, there's Tyler Toffoli here that we can do for a 3-year lease. I guess I'll do... Well, what he wants now, he'll be 33. So... I know it's a lot. We can trade him away. But do 11.5 for Elias Lindholm. Let's do 11.5 for Elias Lindholm. Elias Lindholm does accept the contract, which is good. So we have our right wing for right now. So hopefully this goes through. Vanacek, Addison, a 2nd, a 7th, and a 6th. Over to Nashville for Troy Terry. We are hoping to bring him back. And they reject. So what if we just put that 7th to a 3rd? Just really bump it up. Make it a 2030. I don't want to offer them like another first. We have no firsts for the rest of this, basically. So what if we go 2027 second? Okay. Bring in the 2030 first rounder. Can we just do the first rounder? Nope. We're gonna have to do 2030 second. Come on. Okay, 2 seconds. Look at our trade block. Yeah, whatever. I didn't want to come to this. This is probably going to be one of the rebuilds that I screw up the most. Just because of the fact I don't have any first rounders. But if they're doing this to me, holy, they have 3 first rounders the next season. I should at least get like a third back. No. No. Bro, I want this man so bad. So if we just go to trade value, do a 2026 second. So Addison has more trade value than Vanacek. Offer another second. And they bloody accept. Doing is Vanacek a 7th over to Toronto for this prospect. Well, Topi Nimila? And they say no. What if that 7th turned into a 5th? They say no. What if that 7th came back? They say no. What if we put in a 6th? No. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get him, so what if we just... well, they got nothing for next season. What if we get a third back? They say they'd be willing to. You know, like if we could turn that... Okay, so they accept. This is what I'll do just every year. And just trade for people's first round picks. Hopefully they flop. So we're hoping to get Boston's first round pick for a third, and a 6th. They say we're not barking up the wrong tree. So we just probably need to offer them another 6th. They still say we're not barking up the wrong tree. So just go into the worst things we have. Go get a 2030. You know what? Let's get rid of these two and do the same thing. So do that. And they accept. For the team, we have Alexander Ovechkin, Trevor Zegras, Troy Terry on the first line. Then we have Mason McTavish, Elias Lindholm, and Nick Paul on the second line. Then the third line, we have Frank Vetrano, Leo Carlson, JJ Peterka. Then the third line, we have Ryan Strome, Jasper Kotkaniemi, and Jack Quinn. Defense, we have Pavel Mintyukov and Adam Larsson on the first line. We have Damian Seversev and Jake Bean on the defense. And Samuelson and Adam Grunquist on the third line. Which I may add, we have, Columbus had, we have 3 players on our defense that have played for Columbus in the last 2 years. This year. Wow, that's crazy. Goaltenders, then we have Devin Levi and Lucas Dostal. I would love to thank everyone that watched this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.